Last week we completed the build on this Stage 6 70cc Mark II Pro engine for a Yamaha pre-bug Zoomer. This week we've got things back from paint. We've got the frame and we've got wheels, we've got tyres. Check it out. Alright, so if I take you back to when we first got this bike, it consisted of a frame with a plastic on it, a rear wheel and a motor, and that was it. But look at it here on the table. We've got nice shiny frame, we've got nice shiny wheels, tyres, fuel tank, and even the rear rack. It's starting to really look like something. And this is the part in the build where this build really starts to take off, where we put it all back together. Let's get into it. It was at this point when reviewing the footage, I could see that candy red wasn't really showing up on the camera. So I took a wheel outside and there you can see it. That candy red is really shining through there. Alright team, enough of the gawking. That is not going to get this bike rebuilt. But seriously, how good does it look? They're powder coated in a cherry red color called Dormant Red, and they came out exactly what I was thinking, exactly how I wanted to. But the build won't go on unless we start actually building, so let's get to it. We'll start with the fuel tank, but again, just check it out. How good does that look? We do have to put this together, and to do that I've got a brand new fuel cap and a brand new petcock to go in it, so let's get to that. Well, and that is a fail in the name of the brake disc. Either I ordered the wrong one or the wrong one was supplied. Probably a combination of both, given the fact that I ordered them off AliExpress, because my normal parts supplier, Maxi Scoot or Scooter Attack, didn't have them in stock, so I was forced to go to China. Anyway, you get that. Moving on now to the frame. My least favorite job in the frame is the steering head bearings, and here they are here. There's a bunch of them from top to bottom, but these ones aren't normally as bad as the others because they've got a captive bearing, which actually makes it a little bit more pleasant to install. When installing the bearings, always use a little bit of lithium grease just to make sure it's all smooth, and also as a rust protectant for those freshly sandblasted parts.
Rear brake shoes are in, and that can only mean one thing, and it's time for the rear wheel. So this is where it starts to get pretty real. So let's chuck this bad guy on.
Here I had to cut out a bit of the rear splash tray just so it would fit around the carburetor.
And would you have a look at that? We pretty much got a rolling chassis, front wheel, rear wheel, motor, fuel tank, oil tank. We've pretty much got it all back in, except for the handlebars. The final piece to make it actually a roller. So drop him down. Line him up. He will. Slide the bolt through. Put the nut on, and we are done. That is a rolling chassis for a pre-bug Zoomer back together. It looks pretty red, doesn't it? But wait till you see it outside. In the sun, it looks a totally different color. Let's check it out. I gotta say though, as I was assembling it, I was starting to wonder, have I gone too hard on the red? But the more things I bolted to the bike, the better the bike started to look and the more the red started to come back off, if you know what I mean. But that's pretty much where I wanted to be this episode, back to a rolling chassis, back to a point where I can roll the bike around, and I gotta say I'm pretty wrapped with it. It's looking absolutely spectacular. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you want to see this bike progress, because next episode we've got wiring harnessing, we've got forward controls, we've got engine stuff and that kind of thing, everything that's needed to hopefully get this bike to start. So you know what to do, and I'll see you on the next episode.